The discussion I was having with my group today was that either our emotions can determine our state, or our state can influence how we experience our emotions. And the simplest way to explain this is the emotions of fear and joy versus the state of fear and joy. When we are in this state of fear, even good things turn bad. When something good is happening, we are afraid of it going bad, we are afraid of it failing, we are afraid of being abandoned, we are afraid of being rejected, we are afraid of something going wrong. And that will affect our experience of whatever is happening, including good things. The way we interact with life, the way we interact with the world, the way we interact with others will be out of fear, and our worst fears become true because they become self-fulfilling prophecies, because we are acting in a way that makes them come true. That's because we are looking at life from the lens of fear. We are looking at life from the state of fear. On the other hand, we have the state of joy. And in the state of joy, you can have the emotion of fear, but it doesn't contaminate your joy. You can hold fear, you can be afraid, but overall, you're still joyful. Your state is joyful. In the state of joy, even when you feel afraid, even when the emotion of fear comes, you can allow yourself to be afraid and know that things are still going to work out. Everything is still going to be okay. You are still going to enjoy yourself no matter what. Even if things do go bad, it doesn't have to affect your joy. Your joy cannot be contaminated by whatever situation is happening. And the situation determines your emotion, determines your state. On the other hand, if you are in the state of fear and something scary happens, it's double trouble. If you're in the state of joy and something happy happens, it's double excitement. But our state can influence how we experience the contrast. So this was a very powerful discussion with the group, because I was also sharing from my personal experience that in the past I would let circumstances make my emotions control my state. Even when good things were happening, I couldn't receive them. I would either block them, or I would actually destroy them in some way. I would sabotage it, because internally I was not in a place of joy. I was in a darker place, I was in a heavier place, and this is something that we were also discussing with the group, that we have the many of us are afraid of just being happy, because something bad can happen, because it may trigger someone, because it may affect someone. And we can either go into getting rid of the fear completely, or we can allow ourselves to be happy and be afraid at the same time. We can hold the duality at the same time, and that can only happen when you're in a state that can hold duality. The state of fear cannot hold duality. The inner state of joy, on the other hand, can allow for conflicting emotions to exist, because the state of joy comes from your soul. It's not from the mind. It's a state of joy. I'm not talking about momentary happiness because something happened which makes your mind happy. But the state of joy, when you're truly enjoying life, is where no matter what happens, you're enjoying life anyways. You're not in joy because things are perfect. You're not in joy because everything is going right. You're in joy because you love life. And from that love of life, you can enjoy whatever is happening. And the things that are painful, also, you can find joy in life with that. And the things that are nice, you can enjoy them for what they are. I have had this problem in the past, and can happen from time to time again. But for the most part, I have overcome this, of enjoying something just for what it is. not using it to fill a hole within myself or to numb myself. I used to eat a lot of chocolate to numb myself. If I would feel sad, I would be eating chocolate. If I was unhappy in some way, I was angry, I would be eating chocolate. Or I'd be numbing myself with much heavier substances. And over time, I learned how to not use the substance and just feel the pain when I feel the pain. But when I'm taking in something like chocolate, I can truly enjoy it for what it is. What once was a heavy and extreme addiction has now become a true pleasure for which I live. I love to just taste good chocolate and eat a good amount of it without overeating, without it going into me feeling ill, without it numbing me. I can just enjoy it for what it is. And that happened by me cultivating the state of joy, learning how to enjoy things for what they are, not needing them to be more than what they are. And this is what I'm working on with the group. This is what I'm working on with people in general. So if this is something that calls to you, if this is something that you would like to incorporate into your life, learning to love and enjoy life for what it is, for the simple pleasures, for the bigger pleasures, but it's the pleasure is for the pleasure and it's not a way to mask the pain, it's not to cover up the pain. The pain, there is space for pain, and pleasure, there is space for pleasure. And the two things can happen together in life. So that's it for today. Probably you can hear in the background there's a very loud party going on, way in the distance, but it's so loud that I can hear it very clearly in my own house. So I am going to wrap this up here and hope that you could at least hear me through this. And that's it for today, day 51 of my 64-day journey. And I will see you tomorrow for day 52.